And the
podcast
begins with a song of rebellion.
How can this
podcast.
be my life?
CD Burners.
Yo.
Okay, people.
Did you do your homework?
I did, yes. And then I didn't brush up this morning, but let's see what happens.
It's all
You
good.
did do homework though.
I did. I tried, yeah. I mean, I have some secret plugs to that record that we will talk about. So
Damn, that's sick. Did it feel like you were doing homework, or did it feel like you were like doing something you liked to do?
yeah, it felt like I was like, so through the process of doing my homework, I actually found the first ever video that turned me on to Joyce Manor.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you find it?
I found it at the bottom of an article that was written about their first record release.
Okay.
So right before they had actually released it, I think they just got signed to 6131 Records. And yeah,
What was the video?
It's this video of them playing like, it looks like a restaurant or something. And they were playing, I think, Leather Jacket. And I remember seeing it in like 2011 on Facebook or something like that. And just thinking like, holy shit, this band is insane. And that's literally what made me start writing music, was that
How
video.
old were you?
I was probably, I don't know, how old are you in 11th grade? Like
I guess you're like 17.
17.
17, something like that. Yeah. I mean, I'd been playing and writing stuff since I was probably like 13, 14, but like to actually like just Barry is like my man crush. He's just so handsome.
He is so good looking, man.
He
Yeah.
is.
Just so swaggy and cool.
There was a girl that used to come to emo night all the time, and like Barry and I were her. She would be like,
Lindsay Lohan.
my friend just interviewed Lindsay Lohan and
Oh,
said she looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, she looks great in the Freaky Friday movie.
She said she looks amazing in person.
Hell yeah.
I remember when she was
So
just
Lindsay
like,
Lohan loves Barry, though?
yes. I remember when she was just like dropping titties out, though, is the thing. Like,
Nip slip?
yeah,
Lindsay
like,
Lohan?
yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was really good at like
I
just
missed
like
this.
dumping
It
titties
was
out.
very subtle.
It was
Damn.
awesome.
It was like right when I was hitting puberty.
It was
too.
Really?
it was literally the best. It was so good.
Damn, I gotta start doing that. Just
all
start
right.
dropping peen.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll get you the same attention.
Peen slip.
You just what? Hold on, Matt. My friend Matt said something yesterday about a waveform. He said like dropping dong. Hold
Dropping
on.
dong
It
is
was
pretty good.
because he was like, wait. So the waveform looks like. Oh, let me find it. You guys go. I'll find it.
All right, so today, guys, we have Vinny from Grave Secrets on the podcast. They, if you're listening to this, they have an EP out now on Grave Boy Records.
Mm-hmm.
They already played Warped Tour in Long Beach, and it went fucking awesome, right? We're
Absolutely.
actually recording this before they play, but I know it's going to be fucking awesome. And this was Vinny's pick. We're doing the self-titled album, Joyce Manor, by Joyce Manor.
He said plopping dong. Because it looked like it was like a wave, like in between the waveforms, it looked like that. And I was like trying to explain it. He's like, it looks like you're plopping dong.
That's awesome,
Dude,
dude.
your band is good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have a good
hope so.
band. No, you have a good band.
You. Well, we're heavily inspired by Joyce Manor, that's for sure. Something I've noticed though is like somebody told me this, like just because you're inspired by somebody doesn't mean you sound like them. So I think I used to go like to our engineer producer, be like, I want to sound just like Joyce Manor.
Yeah.
He'd be like, dude, you don't sound anything like them.
Yeah.
But you know, like anyway, yeah, we're inspired by them. I don't know if we sound like them, but yeah.
You
I
don't.
was listening to an interview with Barry, and the Brooklyn Vegan one, and he was talking about bands that are inspired by Joyce Manor, and like he said for a while it like turned him off. Like the first time that he heard Prince Daddy and the Hyena or something, and somebody was like, hey, they kind of sound like Joyce Manor. He was like, yeah, fuck this. He was like, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Yeah, fucking right. I fucking hate this.
That's funny.
But then I guess they came up on his Spotify like algorithm and just started playing them, and he was like, well, okay, this is pretty good now. I get it.
That's cool.
I think for a minute though, he was kind of just, I don't know. There's definitely like weird stuff that he seems like he might be like, he might have weird opinions on certain things.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't like give the answers I want him to give when he's getting interviewed, and I think that's just who he is.
Yeah.
He so just doesn't give a fuck. And I think he does and he doesn't. I don't know. And I think he would hate if somebody was trying to say what he was like.
Yeah, he probably
so
will
like
like.
I don't
yeah,
even want to
this.
say anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, his fucking band is awesome, and that's
Yeah.
like really what matters.
100%.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's like there's plenty. You're gonna be artists are fucking weird.
Yeah.
You
For
know,
sure.
like that's fine. You're an artist. You are naturally like kind of fucking. Your brain is a little bit fucked up.
100%.
This album came out on Asian Man Records.
Yes.
Which do you remember where we found Asian Man Records before?
We were talking. Who?
I had to look it up because we've done so many of these, but it was the Alkaline Trio.
Yes.
Early Alkaline Trio albums all came out on Asian Man Records, and they were kind of early supporters of Joyce.
Yeah, the dude who ran it, I forgot his name, but he's
Asian man?
guy. Yeah, he was
Mike Park.
Yeah,
Park,
yeah,
yeah.
he had great taste.
Dude, Mike actually, I emailed him our first record, and he was super sweet and responded and was just like, dude, just play more shows, like build your local scene. I still have the email somewhere. But he basically, because I was like, when you first start a band and you're recording music, you're like, oh, if I just get this to the right person, we're going to blow up, right? So I was like sending it around, and in retrospect, that was, it was way too early, but he was kind enough to just say, like, build your local scene, like make sure your shows locally are hyped, and just keep grinding, like, try to tour a little bit, stuff like that.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And this album
politely told us to fuck off.
This album was also produced by
Let's
Alex
go.
Estrada, who
Yeah.
you work with on the Grave Secrets EP, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on everything. He's done our whole discography.
Bro, he did. I didn't realize he did like the Vane stuff.
Yeah, dude, he's done a lot of cool stuff that people don't know about. Like he did the first Touche record, To the Beat of a Dead Horse. From my research, I think my little light research while I was eating lunch yesterday, I think the drummer from Touche actually like plugged Joyce Manor's first record, and that's how they ended up getting signed. But I think it was like 6131 Records or Asian Man. It was one of the two.
I couldn't figure out
Yeah.
the tie in there
Order.
because it said that 6131 gave them like $1,000 to record the
Yeah.
album, but then the album also ultimately came out on Asian Man. So
Yeah, I've
I
noticed
don't
that
really
too. I
know
couldn't
what the
figure that
deal
out either.
was.
It was the fucking. When I first heard Joyce Manor, I thought it was something that like I had skipped growing up. I
Yeah,
was like, what the fuck? Did I miss this completely? Was I like blacked out? And because it reminded me of like how I felt when I first heard like I guess emo and punk music.
Well, it's very Saves the Day influenced. Like I feel like that's why you were probably drawn to it because the bass and shit, like it sounds like Saves the Day.
It was also like 1 minute long, which I love.
yeah, I love that about all their songs. They're like fast and to the point, and I like to do that even in our music. Like I don't like music to drag, And as we've like progressed and matured as a band, and we work with like other people, they're like, oh well, you have to do this chorus again. And I'm like, I guess, like,
Yeah.
it's cool to do a good chorus multiple times, but it's also cool not to just make a song drag.
Bro, Barry, he said something in an interview about that where he said, hold on, I'll find it.
I know that they basically said never felt like he was that good at like writing bridges or expanding on songs. So
Yeah.
that's like why they kept it short.
Yeah. I've
But
heard him
maybe
say
you
something
can
like that
find-
before.
maybe
He
you
has
can
very
find it.
like obscure influences, very random influences. If you look at it's like not what you would expect at all. So I listened to a lot of them. One of them was a band called 1994 ! And
Okay.
That's a cool band name.
yeah, really, really cool. And I don't think they play music anymore. They haven't for a long time, but they were really freaking cool.
Dude, the Joyce Manor, like the name Joyce Manor is like one of the only bands that's named after something that I didn't like skip over.
Yeah.
Like if something is called a name of something,
Like Greeley Estates.
like Parkway Drive, I like usually just kind of assume, and it turns me off for some reason, which is, like unfair.
Yeah.
But it does. And
get it.
Joyce Manor was is probably the only band where I don't associate that at all.
Yeah.
Because
I think
it-
they have the coolest band name ever. I love their
It
band name.
is cool, is the thing. It's fucking awesome. Where did the
Well, it
fuck?
was apparently named after an apartment complex that Barry used to drive by every day.
Yep.
And I guess he was friends with Andrew Jackson Jihad, and they invited Barry's band to play a show, and then they were like, all right, what's your new band's name? And he was just like, Joyce Manor. I guess their old Tumblr is up still.
Really?
Like they haven't really posted on there since 2018, but there is a lot
Interesting.
of like good inside information on there. And Tumblr was huge for how these guys really like built their fan base. Like
Yeah.
we were just talking about Never Shout Never in the last episode, and now he used MySpace, but these guys were using Tumblr.
I think
And
I remember that.
on there they were saying like Joyce Manor formed in the Disneyland parking lot. They were drinking some cheap booze in the back of a car in the Disneyland parking lot.
That's awesome.
Remember when that guy fell off of the Disneyland escalator like a couple months ago?
I don't think he fell. I think he committed sui.
I feel like a lot of people just fall off the Disneyland escalator because you go down the Disneyland escalator and you're like, damn, I could easily fall down this. And, few and far between, but I guess people do.
Yeah, maybe Disneyland just sucks that much, dude.
Look, I'm not like a
Disney guy.
No, and I don't have anything against it. Like I don't have anything against it. It's just like it's not for me.
Yeah,
I
don't like Disney stuff either.
All right, I found it. I did have it. He said it's like his rule was that no second chorus unless it's better than the first.
Dude, facts.
I
couldn't agree more.
It's odd. What a cool thing to say and do.
Makes no sense, but it makes all the sense at the same time.
Yeah, I think there's like especially in music, people are like, you gotta like know the rules to break the rules.
Yeah.
And I think that this is a little bit of like in between where it is fairly punk. I'm not sure if, like he said, like, I don't know if he knew music like that and was just doing shit that he thought it was sick.
Yeah. I think that first record he said was like a collection of like his greatest hits of all the stuff that he'd written as like a teenager and everything. And I think like some of your best songs come early on if you were able to save them and re-record them later.
Well, I mean, what's that saying? Like you got like 24 years, he was 24. You got 24 years for your first record and then like a year for the second one.
Yeah, that's true.
This album has like really interesting production.
Yeah.
It's very raw. It feels like live. And I think at one point they ended up like remixing it in 2021.
I have info about that.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so
is this inside
from,
info?
Yeah.
Let's fucking
this
go.
is from Alex. I texted him and I told him I was coming. So he said, okay, so they found Alex through this band called Summer Vacation. Shout out Summer Vacation, looking at the camera, because I love Summer Vacation so much. They're not a band anymore. I've loved them for probably 12 years now.
Can you find their shit like still on?
You can still find it
on
it's
SoundCloud.
So fucking good. It's on Spotify.
It's on Spotify.
Dude, it's so good. Like the whole catalog is so good. And one time I was like working out. This was like maybe 8 years ago, and I just sent an email into the obscure nothingness of what I thought Summer Vacation was. I found an email for them, and I was like, "Why'd you guys break up?" And they actually, this guy Aaron that was in the band, emailed me back this like long-winded paragraph, basically saying like to just let it go, and like everything good comes to an end, and just get over it, basically.
Wow.
But I fucking love that band, and so Alex recorded their stuff too. And that's how Barry found Alex.
Through that band Summer Vacation.
Yeah. It was like a recommendation. And so Alex's dad is a very like famous and successful mariachi. He's a singer and just an artist. They're called Mariachi Sol de Mexico. And so he had a cabin with like professional recording equipment, and Alex took Barry and Joyce Manor, like the whole band, up to that cabin, and that's where they recorded the first record. But the reason why it's the first record sounds almost like lo-fi-ish, it doesn't have like the full bodiedness of like a modern record. Drums and bass were live to analog tape. So I don't know what that means.
It means it's just like they record. It's like a take.
Yeah.
It's like not, you can, I think
One
you
take
can,
drums straight to tape is crazy because then you can't fucking go in there and edit the drums at all to a grid.
Okay, so
you can't like edit anything.
So it had to be like on time. He's like, it's sort of lo-fi sounding because drums and bass were so saturated from the tape that when we tracked the vocals and guitars with the computer, they sounded too good. So I had to do a lot to make them fit the drums and bass. It was so bare bones, but I borrowed the nicest mic preamp that my dad had to use on the record.
Damn, that's really fucking sick. It's awesome to be like, you have to like try to make something sound bad.
You think that was like, I wonder if it was a choice, because I feel like a lot of people, when they want that tape sound, what they'll do is they'll like record the drums, or they'll record the whole thing. They'll record like the bass and the drums to the computer, and then they bounce it out to tape, and then they bounce it back in.
Yeah.
But like, it sounds like maybe he was just like, oh, we want it to sound analog. Like, let's just go straight to tape. And then they were like, shit. Like now we have to do the.
It's a definitely like a decision.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like a decision that I'm sure a lot of bands like want to do. And then when they actually do it, they're like, we should not have done this.
For sure. We've tried to do it with Alex. Like we wanted to go live before and just live track stuff, but we just always revert to just doing it whatever the traditional way or whatever the way Alex does it, which is like drums first and then instruments and then vocals. But I think that's why that record's so special, because it really captures who they are as a band. When you see, like, I got to see them in a garage with like 30, 40 other people at one time. And the singer from the neighborhood was actually there before they were big. And there were like a lot of cool people there.
He's sick. He likes music.
Yeah.
Is he still dating Billie Eilish?
I have no idea.
Remember when everybody got mad at him for like starting a hardcore band?
Dude,
Yeah,
I
which
know
was-
nothing about him. I'm
Which
not
was
gonna
like
cap.
good.
Yeah, his hardcore band was good.
It was
Oh, really?
awesome. I
What were
really
they called?
I don't know, but it was a good name too. It was like he's good at stuff
Why did they get mad at him?
because they were like, pop can't be hard, dude. Because the fucking internet is stupid as shit. They're gonna come on here and be like,
It's
was
called
in it.
Valley Girl.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good name.
And they played at that record store in San Fernando.
Yeah,
Midnight Hour?
Yeah, Midnight
No
Hour.
way. Oh, so it's like a recent thing.
Yeah,
He just like popped up and did it.
Oh, that's
And
sick.
it was good.
I had to check him out.
It was really good
tight.
and fucking
I'm friends with the owner of Midnight Hour.
Really?
Yeah. So in high school, he was like a part of the older kids. Like we used to go like steal their equipment and record in like their room and shit when they were gone. It was like my friend's older brother.
yeah, like the
Older.
cool older guys.
Yeah, yeah. They would go to Sound Fury. They had cars. We didn't.
Mhm.
We would take the bus places, like to go to
Mhm.
shows and stuff. But yeah, that's a cool spot. Midnight Hour.
damn. That's a fucking cool thing. So where do you guys where do you live and like grow up and like do all that shit?
So I grew up in LA, like in East Hollywood area. But all my boys, they grew up like in the Valley. And then I've moved around quite a bit because I just grew up with me and my mom. So we bounced around like so much, bro. I've lived everywhere. Like I've lived in Palmdale, Lancaster. I've lived in fucking LA. I've lived in all parts of the Valley, like San Fernando, Silmar. I've lived in like Lake Balboa. I've lived all over the place.
It's interesting because like we were talking about this in the podcast we did earlier, but like, you know, Noel like never got to play house shows and community centers and shit and record stores, and you guys do a lot of that.
Yeah,
and
we
Joyce
did
Manor.
too. Even back in the day, we did. Like we were all in hardcore bands. Like we played this legendary spot. If you're from the Valley, you know the Cobalt. Like the Cobalt Cafe was the spot. You know, we saw. I mean, a lot of really great like hardcore bands and emo bands. I forget what band it was, dude. I swear to God, I think Kevin said he saw Taking Back Sunday there. I think, but anyway.
I mean, that was like that's how like I grew up going and doing those things.
Yeah.
And I think it's I kind of feel bad for the people that like didn't get to do that,
Yeah.
because it really is like you find your fucking your people and you find the shit that you like. And
Mhm.
I'm not saying you can't do that in like another way, but that was just like,
Irreplaceable memories.
Yeah.
I smoked my first cigarette outside the Cobalt Cafe.
yeah, you
when I was
remember,
like 15.
dude, you remember stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and it's, I don't know. I think it,
I mean, you're probably, you're more tapped than we are right now with like the local scene and the local shows. And you've clearly, like you said, you saw Joyce Manor back in 2011 or whatever in a garage. Like, what do you see as the differences between the LA scene now and then?
So I think for a while, in my opinion, the LA scene didn't have what I had in the 2011, 2012 era, or even before. Like I think it started in 08. I was a little too young for that. But like some of my older friends, like I would say it was like 08 to like 13 was like the sweet spot of, Title Fight was out there. Like all these like great bands were playing, like Touche Amore was playing Backside Records in Burbank. And there was like a lot of activity, a lot of house shows and stuff. And I don't know if I just left the scene or if it died a little bit, but I feel like it's back. But I think it's back in a different way. And I think like people, I don't even know if people know, but I think there's like a bubbling scene of kids. Like there's a band called Midriff right now. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they just played Sound and Fury. And like, I think to maybe our ears, you hear them, like they're great, but you wouldn't understand like what a fucking cult like fan base they have. And it's like this band called Love Letter. Love those kids. They're, probably like early 20s. Same thing. They're like in this kind of screamo emo scene that reminds me so much of like the Touche Amore scene and the Tiger's Jaw scene and all those bands that were coming up and like, all that legendary era.
The best
Yeah,
era ever.
I think like today that's happening, and I think it's with like those bands, and I think that's what I see at least.
I mean, it's great. Like, that's good to know.
think it's
It
alive and
really is
What's
like,
Noah's band called? Amulet? Do you know those kids?
I don't know. It sounds familiar.
The shows that I've seen them post are fucking cool.
it's really funny because like
check it
his
out.
mom was going to emo night and he like was like 7 or something when we let him into emo night, and now he's
awesome.
like playing in like hardcore bands, and he's a singer. He's like, it's
there he
fucking
is,
sick,
playing drums
dude.
for these guys.
Exactly. Those are the shows I'm talking about where they set up in the middle, kids are all around them in a warehouse.
Yeah, this is like what it was like
that's
for me.
For us too. Yeah. Same.
And it was
Same.
like really like
I
don't
saw
know.
Touche like that, like on a floor, like I was right next to them, like that energy and those memories are unreplaceable.
It's like that's why it's like you kind of said it. You're like, when you hear it, you're like, cool, whatever, but it's like one of those things you have to see, and I feel like it's
Exactly.
hard to do in an environment not like that, because that's
sure.
just that is what it's for.
Yeah. The solution and the key is just go to shows. Like just I that's what I'm trying to do more as much as I can. I'll just go to these shows. Like if I see a flyer, I'll see like something cool, I'll just go show up and see what it's like.
I think we working in music, you forget to like go to shows and listen to music like
hard.
as a fan.
For sure.
And I've been trying to listen to like music.
Too many podcasts out there in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm contributing to it. I'm contributing to the
Podcast equipment too cheap,
Go,
bro.
stop listening to this. Go listen to music. Go listen to Title Fight.
Go listen to
This episode of CD Burners is sponsored by Mackie. I'm actually using Mackie headphones right now. Whether you're trying to build a podcast studio like ours, record your own music, or just chill and listen to your favorite albums, Mackie has you covered with quality gear and live sound solutions. One of my favorite things about Mackie is how user-friendly they are making it. It's easier than ever for creators to get started. Head on over to Mackie.com and check out all of their gear. Thanks, Mackie.
Yeah, the Title Fight lore is crazy, man. There's like a whole TikTok worshiping community of Title Fight, like begging them to come back. And I feel like what they don't understand, I think the more they post shit about it, like the less they're ever going to come back.
Yeah.
You got to leave them alone.
Just let them do it. Let them be.
Yeah, let them be.
Like maybe one day. And I think honestly, it's like the hope that they will come back is like almost just as good as them doing it.
Sure. Yeah.
Like being like listening to it and being like, damn, this would be sick to see live.
Well, I mean, look at like what Going Away did for My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Like they're playing Dodger Stadium, it's massive. And that just
Insane.
like wouldn't have happened, I don't think,
I
if they
agree.
had continued doing what they were doing in like 2014, 2015. Like, there's bands like The Used, which are great, and they have just as much history as My Chemical Romance, but they also just never stopped. They never stopped touring. They never stopped going away. They never let like the rubber band kind of like reset. And they're playing like, they're a great band, but they're playing like House of Blueses.
Yeah.
It's just build that building the demand, I guess.
So yeah, this kind of touches on something I watched. I have two things to say. The first thing is, like in today's day and age with like social media and stuff, this guy was saying that like we're demystifying music. Like there's too much access to the artist now where they'll show you how they tracked it, where they tracked it, what they used to track it, the story of what every single lyric means. And it kind of demystifies it and takes all the magic. He was like, think about your like the most iconic pieces of art in history, go back 200-300 years, Michelangelo's paintings, like you don't know how he did that. And that's what makes it special. And so I think that kind of plays into like, if you do disappear for a bit and you come back, you might be bigger than you ever would have been if you just stayed doing like the same thing, like what you just said.
Shout out to the guy who wrote that article, because he's right.
Yeah, it's this guy. I actually met him one time at Alex's studio. I wish I could say think his name's Alexander or something.
It's
I'll try to find him.
The thing is like
a cool guy.
he's right. The
Yeah.
thing is like he's very right, but which I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a time period where like in the future, that's like knowing everything about an artist and all the access is going to be like us not knowing, and there's going to be something else, for the future of like this. It's just the evolution of
Sure.
stuff. So it's like, yeah, I agree for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't want to know that much stuff about artists. I just want to like the music.
It's cool to not know stuff. And I think like taking back to Joyce Manor, Barry's so much like that. Like sometimes he'll give like the most bland answers when he's being interviewed, and he's so like just doesn't give himself to the person interviewing him sometimes. But that's what's always made me so fascinated by him, like the mystery of Barry.
Yeah, I don't out of like all of the people that we've met through emo night, like I don't really know anything about him.
Yeah.
I know that like they're in my like top 10 favorite bands.
Oh, yeah.
Barry will claim that he came up with the phrase "every night is emo night."
Oh, really?
He tweeted it after he played emo night, or
Shut
like
up.
he like
He played
replied.
Emo Night?
Yeah, they did like a DJ set like in 2015.
That's awesome.
Like literally off of an iPad, like because that's how we were doing it at
That's
the time.
sick. What did he play? Do you remember?
I actually like every time I would type in Joyce Manor on my Spotify, it would come up with Joyce Manor's emo night DJs.
Dude, that's awesome.
Because I still have the playlist.
I think that's
so
the same
cool.
night that Zach from Fiddler did too.
No, that was a different night.
That was what a cool ass fucking era.
That
was
is a cool
different
era.
night. But yeah, here's their playlist actually. So they open with Alkaline Trio.
Okay.
Then they played Hello Goodbye, Blink-182, Jawbreaker, Death Cab, Coheed and
Jawbreaker,
Cambria.
of course, was in there.
Then they have a bunch of like stuff that I know did not hit. Pedro the Lion, Weaker Thans, Desperacidos, Hop Along,
hell yeah.
Ozma. Like stuff that is real
That's cool.
good, but we don't hear it at Emo Night.
Yeah.
And then they have My Chem, Saves the Day, Rilo Kiley, At the Drive-In, Superchunk, Weasler, Jimmy Eat World, and the Get Up Kids. It's a pretty good playlist.
Sounds solid.
Yeah, it is a good playlist. That's like what we were like when TJ and I started. That's like the first couple of ones. That's like the playlists that we have. I have the ones that I made from the first couple, and it is a lot of that. It's like Pedro the lot. It's like shit. Like,
But
you're like,
I don't know if I can say for sure that Barry did or did not come up with that phrase.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he did. Maybe he tweeted it, and then I saw it, and then like subconsciously, like months later, we were like, we need a catchphrase.
bro, Barry from Joyce Manor came up with Every Night is Emo Night. That's fine.
Hey, that's cool.
That's sick.
Well, then there's also the Lil Peep song that where he's like, every night is
Yeah.
emo
Did you
night."
say that in a song?
Yeah, but
That's
that
tight.
he did that after.
He did it
We
after?
did, and then fucking.
That's iconic, dude. I didn't know Peep said that.
What's the?
Was that after he played Emo Night?
No, it was before.
It was before, but
Okay.
he was like, we had like a lot of the GBC guys play and do shit. We were like,
They were like coming to the shows.
we
Dude,
were.
that's awesome. I love Lil Peep and all those. Cold Heart too.
Dude,
Shout out
Cold Heart
Coldie.
and Jans put out an
Jans.
album that is so fucking good.
I don't think I checked it out. I feel bad I didn't check it out. but
It's
I
it's
should.
literally it's fucking. You will love
When
it.
did they drop it?
Like 4 years ago, something like that.
Check that
But
out.
Cold Heart and Jans put out a fucking amazing album.
That's sick.
Look up Cold Heart and Jans. I want him to know what album it's called because I want to make sure I'm like telling you the right thing. But I like it actually kind of sounds a lot like Joyce
Good
Manor.
Morning, Cruel
Yeah,
World.
Good Morning, Cruel World. It sounds a lot like it does. It sounds a lot like Joyce Manor.
Okay,
I'll
so
check
that's
that
a good one for if you like this, you might like that at the end. We'll bring that back.
Dude, I found something. I did find this thing that where constant like Barry did an interview where like he said that like Constant Headache was like a slight ripoff of the Human League,
Oh hell yeah.
and I found the exact spots what he's talking about. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
hear it.
And then
Mm.
If I hear it.
Yeah.
It's like the same phrasing.
Yeah. He said it was,
Ba-ba-ba.
he said it, he was like, yeah, it was like a slight fucking,
It's the same
The
phrasing.
cadence,
for
like,
sure.
Yeah.
that's tight.
which is real. I was like, damn, that's fucking sick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a story about that.
Yep.
I ripped off his lyrics one time from an old band, and Alex texted him
Mhm.
and was like, "Hey, this kid's in my studio, and he ripped your shit off." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, well, like which part?" And then Barry was like, "Oh, that's funny because I stole that from this song."
Oh, really?
That's
it was from
sick,
like some
dude.
like 80s
Yeah.
song.
What,
Yeah,
what
that's
is
It was
it? What
Violent
song was
Inside.
it?
I think it was Violent Inside.
That's funny.
I don't remember what song it was, but it was from my old band.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
song doesn't even exist online anymore.
Dude, what a cool thing. I mean, that's kind of like what all shit, what did we say before? 4 chords and,
Well,
there's only-
everything's
Yeah.
derivative.
100%.
Good artists
Yeah.
borrow, great artists steal.
Yeah,
right?
that's how I've written some of like our best songs, is by like listening to other music and just getting really hyped on it or watching performances, and then I'll like, okay, grab my guitar.
Dude,
And write.
Joyce Manor I think Joyce Manor was like, made me be like, oh, I like want to play guitar. Like, I
Yeah.
think they did that for a lot of people
For
because
sure.
there's no fucking it sounds like just guys playing fucking music, which is like, what a really amazing thing to say, but it is in
Well,
comparison
their
to,
energy, it's just it's crazy. The way they play their instruments and just their energy live is unmatched.
yeah, but
in my
now it's
opinion.
like everything we hear has like so much stuff in it.
yeah,
And you're like, those are just some
they're
guys
so stripped down.
fucking playing
Yeah.
songs. And it made me want to pick up a guitar. It like really, I was like, if they can do it, I can do it. And it's like
Yeah.
kind of out of tune sometimes. And I don't know, there's a like carelessness about it that is like really caring.
For sure. Yeah,
I like,
A
and
carelessness that is caring.
yeah,
Poetic.
it is.
very poetic.
You know what I mean?
It does feel very like warm, it does feel like you're kind of like in the practice space with them,
Yeah, definitely that like the first record, and then I think they tried to like amp it up like for every other record and become more sonically big, with like more harmonies and stuff like that. But I think they just are who they are, and they're just very raw, like a
Dude,
very raw band.
They choose their parts where they do harmonies like really well.
Yeah,
As like a, instead of just doing them all the time, like they choose those parts that you kind of sing those back every single time.
for sure.
Even though actually you fucking sing every song back. Like
every song, every lyric.
it's so sick. You can.
What are your standout tracks on this one? We kind of talked about Constant Headache, but what are some of your favorites?
So Constant Headache was like the song that got me into them for real. It was Leather Jacket. That was the first video that I
That's
saw.
mine.
Leather Jacket's an incredible
because
song.
the screaming in that, like the emotion. If you watch that video, you guys should link that video. I'll send it to you guys. But that video, he belts the fuck out of the lyrics in the video, and it's like as good as the studio track. But that song, I love Orange Julius. Beach Community is obviously great. We took On My Way Down, that comes out Friday. It wasn't in 3, it was in 4, and then we were like, wait, Beach Community, we should make this in 3. So that's why it's
Nice.
like 1 2 3 1 2 3 da na 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 na. It's like the same thing. It's
Sick.
inspired by that. 21st Dead Rats is a great song. I know every word.
You're
to
just
every-
naming all of the
I know.
songs. is the
I
thing.
love that whole record.
I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't name Heart Tattoo,
Well, that's not on
That's
there.
not on the
but
first
I'm
one.
talking
yeah.
about the best
Oh,
songs.
just best songs in general.
Uh-huh. That's
That's
like
not
that
on
one.
this
Like
album.
I like that one. Like I was like, damn, that's fucking.
I knew when I heard that song, I was like, "Hey, that's a single." It's not in my top 10 for sure. It's in my top 20.
That's crazy.
But I knew it was gonna be the single, and I knew so many people were gonna get heart
Was it the
tattoos.
single?
Yeah.
I think so. And then I think Mark Hoppus sang that with them at the Palladium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At their like big show.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of people like love them for that song, but I love like Chumped. I love their punk shit. Like
Yeah.
they're really fast, fucked up punk, messy shit. I love it so
Orange
much.
Julius is a great example of
Yeah,
that, though.
Orange Julius is great too. Yeah.
Heart Tattoo for sure has that Blink 182
Yes.
like bridge on the end.
Yeah. Very conventional structure. And I love that for them. Like I love anything that's gonna make them bigger.
What else we got here? The album art is fucking just a picture of some children, black and white.
But also they
He
start.
won't say where that's from, by the way.
I mean, he probably just like
He-
found it at like a thrift store.
Probably because people have been grilling him. There's like an AMA on Reddit, and people like they asked him on the AMA, and he's like, for the billionth time, I will not say like where this
Yeah,
is from.
shut the
It's a
hell up.
secret.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Maybe he doesn't know.
Maybe he doesn't know.
They also like like you said in the beginning, like he heard Prince Daddy and shit. Like they started the like that type of thing where it was like I think people were listening to it and going like, is this supposed to be silly or is it not? Like I
Yeah.
don't know. People didn't know, but it was like very revered by people by punks and also like teenage girls.
Yeah, dude, I never got into P Daddy. I
I
have
like that one
friends that
song.
worship them.
I like
just
one
never
song.
got into them. Yeah, which one?
I forgot to take my meds today.
I don't even know if I know that song.
This is like the one song that I do really like. It's like a good song, but it is that they could have Joyce Manored it and just made it 1 minute is the
Yeah.
thing.
The whole album is 18 minutes.
Yeah,
Second album is 19 minutes.
Mhm.
And it's just so many fucking hooks. It's great.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It took me 4 Joyce Manor songs to get here, or 4 Joyce Manor albums to get to your house today.
Took you an hour to get from Hollywood
Their
to
whole
here.
catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how I measure time.
do their catalogs.
No, just like I'm just like how many Joyce Manor albums?
How many
is
times
this-
can I listen to Joyce Manor?
is this thing gonna be?
We did say that because our flight got delayed when we were coming back from Chicago this weekend, and they were like, "Oh, you gotta get off the plane. We're getting a new plane, and it'll be here in an hour." And Morgan's like, "You can listen to the Joyce Manor album 4 times to prep for the podcast."
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that. I think they're so fucking good.
Yeah,
They make me want to play rock and roll music.
dude, I got to see them at their benefit show. They did a benefit show for all the like immigrant families affected by the ice raids.
Oh, recently?
Yeah, they did it with Jeff Rosenstock here in LA,
Cool.
and it obviously sold out in like literally less than a minute. And
Where was it?
it was at this place called, I think it's called Scribbles,
Okay.
Scrabbles,
Mhm.
Scribbles or Scrab. I think it's Scribble, something like that. It's in LA, and it was so fucking cool. It sold out super quick. Luckily, my buddy Aldo had gotten a ticket.
Where's Aldo?
And, yeah, Aldo's somewhere, dude. Aldo, you guys need to know about Aldo. He's a fucking punk motherfucker with a green mohawk,
Sick.
and he goes to every fucking show for every band. Like you'll see him in
Is
the
he
pit
coming to
for
Warped Tour?
Fiddler. I don't know. He'll probably be there.
I hope
Aldo's a
so.
fucking G. He's very well known in like the music scene. in
Shout out
LA.
Aldo.
Shout out Aldo. Yeah, love Aldo. But he hooked me up with a ticket last minute, the day of, and dude, I got to see them in a room full of 200 people only. It was like it was like going back 10 years and seeing them again, and they were so tight. Great. It was just great energy. Everybody's singing every lyric. But funny thing, I don't know if probably doesn't want me to say this, but they were I just feel like people just be doing the same shit. I was like, they're so famous now, they're so big, they're probably like, in their tour bus or something. Dude, they were like drinking vodka, in the back of a fucking Subi.
No, that's
Just
cool.
like the good old
I don't
days.
think that. I
No, it's
think
tight.
that's like something that's like not any.
That's
I
not
think-
weird at all.
No, that's like
It was awesome.
That makes it
Yeah.
that makes them like seem like real
Dude,
guys.
Look what they were doing. They were doing a benefit show.
Yeah.
And that's actually how I saw them in a garage. That was also a benefit show 10 years ago, 11 years ago for somebody. So yeah, they're dope. I actually got to talk to Chase, the guitarist, for like 20, 30 minutes. I told him I was playing Warped, and he was super hyped. He said he might walk over because
Sick.
they live over there.
That's awesome, dude. And also shout out Jeff Rosenstock.
Big shout out Jeff Rosenstock.
So sick,
sweetheart.
He was one of the
Yeah.
first interview when I was on K Rock. He was one of the first interviews, and it's like very long and cool. And I'm sure K Rock put like 5 minutes of it,
Oh,
and
that's
it was it was like such a good interview.
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, that last couple albums he's done. He also like, I love that he just is like a ska guy.
Yeah. Ska guy through and through. I think he does stuff with Mike Park, the guy from Asian Man Records. They're like homies, and they still do ska stuff together.
If
Barry loves ska too, I guess.
Does he?
Yeah.
I just cannot. I don't like ska.
maybe
dude.
you haven't listened to the
Sorry.
right ska.
I just hate
Did you
ska.
ever listen to RX Bandits?
No.
RX Bandits was like a cool gateway between the worlds, like all the worlds.
I hated the ska kids in high school, dude.
Yeah,
They were like my homies, but we'd like
yeah.
they would just be skanking and they had like pompadours.
Wearing hats.
Yeah, like fuck you guys.
Take off that hat.
Don't beat me up, Scott.
Stop taking. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah,
And you have to, if you're a ska band, you have to have the trumpets in the photo shoot.
Dude, yeah.
The cool thing about a ska band is
like
there's
trumpets.
a guy in the band.
Just don't.
I like that there's a guy in the band that is like, I'm in the band, and you're like, what do you do? And you're like, I just dance.
Dancing guy? Well, then he plays the trumpet like a couple times.
No, there's like a guy in like Mighty Boss Pens.
He's just
like,
the skanker?
Yeah, his job is to just skank.
Dude, I want to see some ska this weekend at Warped. I didn't see enough ska.
I don't think anybody's seen enough ska. I think we've actually all seen enough ska.
Dude, I don't want to talk about ska anymore, dude. I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
All right. What other albums or bands do you think people would like if they like Joyce Manor? Grave Secrets is what I would say. Go listen to the fucking EP.
Definitely. I think we take a lot from them for sure. We definitely possibly ripped off Catalina Fight Song.
Let's go.
Check out Mood Ring. When I took it to Alex, he was like, yeah, we need to scratch all of this because it's
Change it
Catalina
up.
Fight Song.
Well, that's
And I was
so
like,
fucking
well,
funny.
that's my favorite band. Like, it's not my fault that it's in my fucking brain.
Yeah.
You know?
Pitch it up. One.
Huh?
Pitch it up. One.
Yeah.
What else? What other bands?
Damn. Similar to Joyce Manor, that's hard. I feel like what I love about them is that there's just not like anybody else. I can name like bands I love, but
Well, like who have you guys been playing shows with locally that is fucking killing? Like is awesome. Maybe new bands that are on the up that people don't know about yet.
I mean, shouts out. I mean, they're already on Epitaph, so they're doing really well. But shouts out. My favorite band is local band is not local. You know, they tour, but they're called Deathlands. I fucking absolutely love Deathlands. Like they remind me of the energy that you would get at a Joyce Manor show, where you go and it's just rowdy as fuck, and everybody's super passionate and screaming and going nuts. My good buddy's band called Bed is really good too. He takes a lot of inspiration from Joyce Manor, so check out Bed. They're great, dude. There's so many bands. Like I know there's like 100 homies watching me. Like, where's my band at, dog?
Shout me out, bro.
Yeah.
Just say them. We'll go down the list of bands. Just say them
Dude,
on the
I have
internet.
so many, bro.
We'll fucking list them off on the internet. Let's
There's
go.
just too fucking many.
They're good. The internet's
names.
gonna
Maybe
be
you
mad
can
at
make a playlist or something.
I
for
do have a
us.
playlist. That's what I'm gonna.
And then
open
we
right
can
now.
put it in like the show notes.
Yeah.
So I made a playlist called Los Angeles Alt Punk. Has a whopping 334 saves
Bro,
online.
we're gonna blow it up.
Fucking there's Sex Pieces on there. That's the homie Marco. Really cool. He's
Put
playing,
Grave Secrets on
playing-
there.
Yeah, Grave Secrets on here.
Okay.
Yeah,
You should put that as like the first song.
we will. We'll put the EP songs up there.
All right, good.
But Sex Pieces on there. He's playing shows with Gallo. So like he's in that dark wave kind of vibe. Shout out Barbarians of California too. I've never met them, but they're cool. Skip bands I haven't met. Like Sad Park is a big influence, and I think they take influence from Joyce Manor too. So they're really cool.
It's Mike Park's band when he's feeling sad.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Should I keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
The internet, regardless, somebody in the comments is going to be like, that's not this. You're a fucking idiot.
I think Sad Park's the closest one actually that I've named out of all these that is most similar to Joyce Manor. They did their last record with Pure Noise. They're doing their next record with Lauren Records. They're fucking awesome. Love Graham. Let's see who else we got. Dude, this band called they're now called Super Sometimes. They were called New Aesthetic, but they got sued. I don't know if you guys have.
What is that? They got sued because
They
there
got
was a band called.
Yeah.
I
And
feel
I
like
think
I know that.
the other one.
Yeah,
But I don't know if I'm supposed to say they got sued because what if that's like in a.
Well, you're not under an NDA.
I'm not. Yeah, true.
Dude, you want to know what we got fucking sued for?
Tell me, sister.
We got sued for like because we send out like texts. You like sign up for like the thing, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you are willing to receive text. And some lady was like, it traumatized me because they texted me after 9 p.m.
Are you serious?
Grow up.
Well, there's actually like a lawyer in Miami who specializes in this. He's kind of like an ambulance chaser. Like he has Instagram ads that are like, "Are you getting texts from brands and
That's
companies,
crazy.
give me a call and I'll get you $1,500.
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy.
I mean, his Instagram is kind of goated though because he's like such a douchebag. It's like kind of sick.
Bastard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
what
like
a life though.
yeah, it's just like
Popped
going
that
at
guy's tires, dude.
yeah, dude.
Dude, he
Know
has
some people.
crazy cars. Like he
Really?
has made a fuckload of money off of just being a fucking asshole.
Damn.
Yeah, which is like
Those
respect.
people don't. They
you
don't
know?
last long though. If you're
No,
doing
no,
bad
no, no.
business, it comes around.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
We'll
mean,
get cooked.
it's like it's so shitty that like it like he like gives like Andrew Tate.
Yeah, it's like in that world.
It's like that's what he's like. He like sucks so bad where I'm like, I kind of respect it because you
That's
suck
crazy.
so fucking bad.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she was like, what a pussy
Yeah.
to be like. Texted me after 9. I have PTSD.
Well, she signed up for it.
Grow,
Didn't she?
yes.
I-
Grow up.
I'm just
crazy.
glad that like when we got the like evidence or whatever, when they submitted the complaint, like we have texted people at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like we sent
I get
like,
your guys' text messages.
Dude, they're
sent-
hilarious.
They're
we sent-
sketchy, dude.
we
Yeah,
sent a
it's
you
awesome.
up
It's
a
awesome.
you up text
Dude,
at like
yeah.
3.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That's fucked
I
up.
was like,
That's
it was,
insane.
or like, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Fucking that one guy. I
You
was like,
guys need to get your fans to make a compilation of videos of how bad they've been fucked by your "Are
Yeah,
you
like,
up" texts at
girlfriends
3 a.m.
like yelling at
100%.
their boyfriends. Like, who the fuck is this?
Yes, dude.
I
Yes.
know it's not emo night.
Yeah.
Why do you have her saved as emo night?
Yeah, exactly.
like, I fucking was like, God, well, fuck.
We need to talk. Or there was one that was like, I'm pregnant and it's yours.
I think I got that one, dude. Yeah.
And that was just like on above the fold, and then we
That's
pressed enter a
crazy.
bunch, and it was like, "JK, we're going to emo night."
That's
so
crazy.
sick. That's so
insane.
sick. That is awesome and funny. And everybody needs to stop being a humongous pussy.
You got to keep making them worse and
I
worse.
know.
You got to
No,
figure
but now
out.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared
Yeah,
of that
don't be
fucking
scared.
dude. That guy, don't be
Yeah.
scared of those people.
Yeah.
That would have been really funny though if they submitted the complaint and the screenshot was like, "I'm pregnant
Yeah.
and it's yours," and then I have to talk to our lawyers about that.
That would be a post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, you
literally
should post that.
the lawyers were like laughing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Like they're laughing, like about how that. I mean, because it is funny. Like
Yeah.
all that shit is funny.
That is hilarious.
If you're not a huge beep,
All right, Vinny, is there anything else that you want to say about Joyce Manor or about Grave Secrets or anything that we didn't touch on that you wanted to talk about?
Just go stream the EP. It's
Go
out
stream it.
this Friday. Well, for you guys, it's already out. So yeah, just check it out. Support us. Follow us on Instagram because that's how you stay up to date with our shows and like what's going on with us.
Sign up for the Grave Secrets text list.
We don't have one, but we'll make one.
We need to do that.
Yeah, let's
We
make
actually,
one.
so yeah, we have a bunch of signups, I think, for you guys, so we can.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, people like your band.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
It's like you have a good band. Your band is good.
Thank
Your
you,
band
dude.
is good in 2025, and that's like I think it's kind of difficult.
I'm stoked. I think what we're putting out is good, and what I think what we have coming is gonna just keep getting better. I hope.
I feel
There's so much
really good
left.
about it. I'm really
Yeah.
excited about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's different. You know,
Yeah.
it's not. It's just different from what you would
Well,
typically hear.
the thing with like us as being a label, like we're just throwing money in the street and lighting it on fire. So
Yeah.
it's like we believe in the stuff
Yeah.
and we like it. So it's like I think that it's sick.
I just have a really good feeling about this EP.
Me too.
So does Timmy.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to CD Burners, and go stream Grave Secrets. And if you've never listened to Joyce Manor before, go listen to Joyce Manor. It only takes 18 minutes.
That's right. You hear the entire record in 18
You got
minutes.
18 minutes. All right.
Goodbye.
Dope.
Fucking assholes.